With great power comes great responsibility. So, public domain, please be gentle.
To all those that come to this happy place, welcome.
Today, we have lost someone very near and dear to the Disney family. Steamboat Willie has now entered the public domain. So, what does this mean for the mouse that started it all? This allows anyone to re envision Steamboat Willie in any way they'd like or seek to. But here's the kicker: you can't just use any mouse, it has to be Steamboat Willie. No aspects of the modern Mickey Mouse can be used in this public domain. So things like the oversized Mickey gloves, the oversized Mickey shoes, and really, even the eyes of the modern day Mickey. The Steamboat Willie version has no gloves, no big shoes, and his eyes are actually small with black pupils. The modern Mickey is still very much protected by the trademark Disney has. So realistically, what does this allow the public domain to use? Or how does it allow people like you and me to use the classic character? Well, to really be protected by copyright law, you basically have to be creating new content with the character. And the content that is created using the character has to strictly be based on the Steamboat Willie version, not the modern mouse. Also, you can't just make anything where it seems like the Walt Disney Company is actually sponsoring your video. It has to be something fresh and new. That means any ads you create or any product that is developed cannot specifically be seen as though the Walt Disney Company says you should use this product or you should buy this product. So if you're a die-hard Disney fan or just a flat-out Disney addict like me, don't be worried. With this loss, the character of Mickey Mouse is still very much protected. Anyone that comes close to either stepping out of line or using this character in any way specifically not protected by copyright law, they'll be faced with warnings and litigation. We all know that Disney has a massive team of lawyers. So, if you plan on using the character in some way that's not protected by copyright law, you're probably gonna lose. For one, us as small creators or small business owners don't have the team of lawyers that Disney does. Also, we don't have the money to actually go to court for as long as they do, so we're gonna lose anyways. What does this eventually just mean for the brand? Well, the brand of Disney is still very much protected due to the reason of copyright law. It allows people to freely use the character, but it still protects Disney and all of their rights to their company. This is not the first time that Disney has faced any character entering the public domain. It's happened in the past, and still, Disney still goes on, their brand is still strong, and realistically, nobody can kind of hurt them when it comes to a character. Other characters that have entered the domain, I've written them all down, that way I don't miss them. Peter Pan, Bambi, The Little Mermaid, Snow White, Cinderella, and Winnie the Pooh have all entered the domain, with Winnie the Pooh coming as late as 2 years ago. We all know the movie Blood and Honey came out, which it did well. I want to say it produced like $4 or $5 million globally, maybe more than that. But it really doesn't affect Disney's brand as a whole. The characters have to be different, and it can't seem as though Disney itself, again, is sponsoring those products or saying that you should buy these products or you should go see something that uses the likeness of the character that is now in the public domain. Here's the thing: more characters are set to enter the domain as 100-year marks come along, or just other expirations run out that aren't extended. Other characters joining this year or in the next couple of years, Minnie Mouse and Tigger, are both set to release to the public domain in 2024 as well. So, Steamboat Willie enters the public domain, and it's going to be scary for everyone, even for Disney. But again, they're going to do everything in their power to help protect their brand. So, how does this affect maybe you or your brand? No matter what, every day something is going to come along. You're going to hit walls, someone's going to aggravate you, you're going to act certain ways. But how do you want your brand to be perceived? Will you allow outside forces to affect you or your brand, whether you own a company or not? Guys, I talk about this all the time. The fact is the matter is that you don't have to have a business to have a brand. You are your brand. Whether it's hard times or high times, stay true to yourself. Don't allow other people to change who you are. At the end of the day, you have to protect yourself. You have to make sure that no matter what, when the time comes, that your brand can sell itself and that no one looks at you in a negative way. You can always rebound from these, of course. You're human. You're going to make mistakes. But do your best to always try to sell yourself first and sell your brand to protect yourself. If things happen, change them. Try to get people not to necessarily forget about them, but use them as learning experiences so you can always take another step forward down the road. When the same thing comes up again, you're prepared. You understand exactly what to do. When people are entering the professional workforce, whether it's you're starting a business, you're trying to get a career, or you're just working right out of school, build your brand from the start. Sell yourself, but make sure you protect yourself along the way. It's the smart thing to do to make sure that no matter what, you're always going to have a brighter future than today. When you have something to look forward to, such as a bright future or just the next day, the world and your environment becomes your happy place. You shouldn't set out in the next day to go, I hate what I'm doing. We've all been there. The goal is to limit those days as much as possible. And it starts with your brand and how you set yourself up for success. So, to ensure that you have a happy place, just like Disney has their happy place, protect yourself. Build your brand, build your foundation so that it survives whenever things like this come up. When hard times come up or really highs come up, make sure your brand's protected, make sure yourself is protected, and you can achieve anything. So, thanks for joining, guys. I hope this was insightful. Disney's brand is still very much protected. We're likely to see more content come out over the next few days and more about Disney and how they feel about this. So I'll keep you guys up to date. If you want to see more content like this on branding for your personal use or as a business, please like, follow, and share. Comment on this video if you have any questions or just concerns about what I've said in this video, and I will gladly get back to you. For now, go out, be you, be great, and I'll see you in the next one.
To all those that come to this happy place, welcome.